Like I said, I have 14 grandchildren. So what will one more do? Is it that I will not be able to afford to do things for her or bring her into my family? But there's science, DNA. If you say you are my granddaughter, and the science has proven that you are my granddaughter, I will gladly accept her.
Abifu Davido, why are you sitting down always trying to protect your son? Your son has been in a lot of controversies. A lot of people working with him have died mysteriously. You said they had 5 DNA tests. It's a contradictory answer. Davido tweeted that he did 5 DNA tests and he will post it the next day in the newspapers and online, but he didn't post anything. The child asked him in the DM, if it's Kemi Olunloye running the page, why on earth would Davido come into the DM?
Billionaire businessman Deji Adeleke, father of afrobeat superstar Davido, has never called a press conference in his life, despite his influence and affluence in Nigeria. However, on Wednesday, January 21st, 2025, the calm and cool Adeleke patriarch was forced to address the press following recent paternity claims trailing his youngest child, Davido. As far back as September 2017, Ayotomide Labinjo, an Ibadan-based woman, claimed she had sexual relations with Davido during one of his visits to the city in the early years of his music career, leading to the birth of a baby girl, Mitchelle Anuoluwapo Adeleke, that he abandoned. Years after this allegation, the matter died a natural death, convincing many that Davido's family was able to reach an agreement with the alleged baby mama's family. But whatever that agreement was, it was clear that Davido and his family didn't accept Anu as one of their own. Surprisingly, on January 15, 2025, the matter resurfaced after an Instagram account said to belong to Anu and co-run by the child and her mother appealed to the singer to undergo another DNA test. The account claiming that Anu is Davido's oldest child also alleged that the only DNA test that was conducted in 2014 was falsified. This allegation has since brought embarrassment and confusion to the singer and his family, which forced Dr. Deji Adeleke to give everyone the full story of how science proved Anu is not Davido's child. The group chairman of Pacific Holdings made some shocking revelations and accused self-acclaimed investigative journalist Kemi Olunloye of running the Instagram account and making the embarrassing allegations. But there is still a question on the mind of everyone. If Davido is not the father of Anu, why did his father decide to help the mother and her family behind closed doors?
Even though even till now I've not met her. So I said, look, I'll be sending you X amount of money every month for Anu's upkeep. I did not even discuss it because...
How has Kemi Olunloye reacted to the allegations against her?
I am very, very upset because I'm passionate about this girl. And when I left Ibadan, the last report card I saw of this girl was excellent.
What's good, guys? It's Tico here for African Glitz.
In a series of posts that went viral on X on January 15, 2025, music superstar Davido revealed to everyone that 5 DNA tests were conducted to determine if he was the father of Anuoluwapo. According to the Stand Strong crooner, all the test results showed that he is not Anu's father. Davido also revealed that he has never met Ayotomide Labinjo, the mother of the little girl, but as you may have guessed, nobody believed him. This forced the singer's father to address the public about the issue for the first time in history. Speaking to Channels TV on January 21, 2025, Deji Adeleke said he had to call the press conference because he was tired of this issue that comes up every year. Tracing the matter back to its origin, Adeleke explained that he first became aware of the claim in 2014 when he received a DHL package from Ibadan containing photographs of Davido and the child's birth certificate listing Adeleke David as the father. Dr. Adeleke claimed the DHL package also had a written letter by the lawyer of the child's grandmother. The grandmother stated clearly that she was not asking David to marry her daughter, only to confirm paternity and take responsibility if confirmed. The billionaire businessman immediately contacted the grandmother and arranged for a DNA test at Verdict Life Care Hospital in Lagos. When they all arrived at the hospital, Dr. Adeleke said Davido was insisting that he had never met the mother of the child before, and he even asked her if she knew him. But he told Davido to remain quiet, as asking the mother such questions could count as harassment. Saliva samples were taken from Davido and the child in the presence of all parties. The samples were sent to a laboratory in South Africa, and when the results were ready, only Davido's father and the child's grandmother got the results.
I came back home with the result. David was not there. I called him. Your result is out. The result says you are not the father of the child. David said, Daddy, I told you I've never seen this girl before. I said, well.
Dr. Adeleke explained that the results stated that the probability of paternity was 0.00%, implying that Davido was clearly not the father of the child. Deji Adeleke rejected calls for the DNA reports to be made public, citing security and legal concerns. The grandmother broke down, crying that the result was not what she expected. Davido's father then suggested additional tests in case the lab made a mistake. He told them to stay in Lagos for another week and offered to cover their accommodation and logistics during this period. He urged them to find 2 other reputable places in Nigeria that conduct DNA tests. Unfortunately, the family didn't need this advice. The grandmother was upset about the DNA result and returned to Ibadan. She went to the monarch of their town, the Timi of Ede, insisting that the family shouldn't consider the DNA test. After all, the child looks like an Adeleke.
The first time I heard something was the grandmother went to the Oni of Ife to tell Oni of Ife to please prevail upon me to accept this child that David gave money the day we went to give the samples, that David gave money to somebody in the David does not even know them in that hospital. I was there. I was the one that paid the bill. We did not pay. David did not pay. We were in the room together. They took the sample and we left together. The grandmother said he saw David giving a big envelope to somebody to maybe change the samples or whatever. She alleged that the thing was tampered with. She went to the monarch of my town, the Timi of Ede, and also reported me that they should prevail upon me, that why are we doing a DNA test? Can't they see that this girl is very light-skinned, that we have light-skinned people in my family, he looks like us and all that. I said, look, I'm going to only rely on the science of. So when my Oni of Ife called me, I told them my own story. And I said I offered her that we should do this confirmatory test. That she did not take the offer. She left. Thereafter, we started getting things from Kemi Olunloye. She went and took over their case and started bombarding, saying all kinds of things in the social media, all kinds of lies. And
unfortunately, ignoring Kemi Olunloye did not solve the problem. In late 2020, Deji Adeleke received a phone call from the aunt of the child, Titi Labinjo, asking if the offer to conduct confirmatory DNA test was still open. He told her yes, that whenever they are ready, they will make sure Davido is available. The billionaire businessman also addressed rumors that Davido may be the father of the child and it could be his nephew, B-Red, whose middle name is also David. He told the family that 2 additional DNA tests will be conducted on Davido and 2 other tests on B-Red. 2 of the tests were conducted in 2 other reputable clinics of Dr. Adeleke's choice in Lekki, while the other 2 DNA tests were conducted in a clinic in Ilupeju, which the family of the child had chosen. Altogether, 5 DNA tests were conducted to determine the father of the child, and all confirmed that neither Davido nor B-Red is the father of the child. Dr. Adeleke said when the grandmother of the child began to complain, he compared the DNA test results to those of Davido's first child, Imade, and he noticed that it had the same DNA profile as Davido. While Imade's results say 99.999%, Ano's results say 0.00%, yet both tests were conducted at the same clinic.
That's for Imade. For her, look. So I want to show this, and I'm emphasizing that the reason why we did DNA test for Imade is not because we doubt that Imade is our child. Imade is our child from day one. But American Embassy, this passport application, American passport, they require it. And Luckily, the same lab did the one for Imadi and Anu, one of the tests, on one hand. On the other hand, the lab they went to, my late son, Ifai, the boy that died, baby's boy that died, this is his own DNA. When he wanted to apply for, it's difficult for me to bring this out. But it's the same lab that did Ifai's own and Anu's the second one. And if you compare the result,
The billionaire businessman said he has 14 grandchildren and having one more is not a problem if the child is truly an Adeleke. Deji Adeleke said the auntie of the child explained that she was using her little income to support the child and needs help. Being a philanthropist passionate about education, the billionaire sent money for the child's school fees and additional things she might need. He also started to send monthly upkeep for the little girl, even though science proved she is not the grandchild. He also offered a work-study scholarship for the mother of the girl child at Adeleke University, where she earns 50,000 naira monthly while schooling. Despite all this effort, in August 2022, the child's grandmother again went to see Deji Adeleke's sister, claiming she had visited several places and they assured her that the little girl was Davido's child. Meanwhile, Ayotomide Labinjo confided in Dr. Sikiru Adeleke that there is another person suspected to be the father of the child. She said the person is a banker and very light-skinned, just like Anu. She said the guy has refused to submit himself for a DNA test because he's married and does not want his wife to know. This information was brought up with the grandmother when she began to make claims again. Dr. Adeleke urged the grandmother to get a DNA test with the person her daughter thinks may be the father of a child. After this discussion, Labinjo didn't resume for a 300 level at Adeleke University despite having good grades studying English at the school. Despite leaving school, Ayo was still receiving the 50,000 naira bursary salary until October 2025 when it was stopped. However, because of the grandmother's persistent allegations, Dr. Adeleke stopped supporting the little girl because the grandmother was taking his kindness and generosity for stupidity. In October 2025, the auntie of the little girl reached out to the billionaire businessman asking for help and support as Anu progresses to secondary school. Because of how she asked, Dr. Adeleke has been supporting the child since then. He also said that Ayotomide can return to Adeleke University to complete her studies with the hope that when she is through, he will give her a job in the school. Dr. Adeleke didn't just call the press conference to clear the air about Davido's alleged paternity, but also exposed Kemi Olunloye. He said the family cut ties with a self-acclaimed investigative journalist some years back because she was using them to make money. To make matters worse now, she's impersonating the child and a mother on social media. According to the billionaire businessman, Kemi Olunloye opened the Instagram page and made embarrassing claims about Davido. When the allegations resurfaced, he said Labinjo's sister immediately sent him a message that the family knows nothing about it and they do not run the Instagram page. Kemi Olunloye claims to be the best friend of Davido's late mother, but Deji Adeleke said he doesn't know her. Dr. Adeleke also promised to sue Kemi Olunloye for leaking one of the DNA test results. He added that the grandmother of the child has refused to clear the air because she is in support of Kemi Olunloye's activities. Perhaps she has been the one giving Kemi Olunloye recent video and pictures of the little girl because she wants the Adelekes to accept the child by fire, by force. As you already guessed, Kemi Olunloye has reacted to the allegations. In a viral video, she claimed she was the one who opened the Instagram page for Anuoluwapo in November 2018 to give her exposure. Amongst other things she did for the child, Kemi said she paid for a birthday celebration for Anu, enrolled her in a school, and even opened a bank account for her in First Bank, which she cannot access until she clocks 18. Sometimes she will take Anu out and they will go to buy groceries, alongside giving her 10 to 20,000 naira, which was a lot of money at the time. Kemi said she was doing all this to give Anu happiness. Addressing Dr. Adeleke's allegation that she is the one impersonating Anu and her mother Labinjo on Instagram, Kemi Olunloye said she handed over the account to the mother of the child in 2019. Kemi Olunloye insisted that Labinjo is the one running the Instagram page. The self-styled journalist also claimed that when she interviewed Ayo, she said she had a threesome with Davido and B-Red and some other people were present.
You said that, sir, that you had another DNA series of tests with B-Red and Davido. Davido had 3 total and B-Red 2. But that's a lie, sir. People liken the resemblance of Anu to B-Red, and because B-Red was there that day, Ejo.
Kemi Olunloye was also upset that Davido's dad mentioned her child in the ongoing social media drama. She claimed that her son is autistic and doesn't use social media, adding that her nephews were the ones who dismissed her as crazy, not a biological son.
If anything happens to Ayo or her mother or her grandmother, hold Dr. Adeleke responsible. You cannot continue to threaten and intimidate people. Your son threatened Anu in the DM. Sir, she called the child mad. She said the child will see fire. She will arrest the mom. Arrest. And try to cyber criminal or Debi Kokon. Ma menyola. Ma boya Anu lo ma run Pacific Energy Company.
The question now is, whom do we believe? Is it Kemi Olunloye who is running the Instagram page, or is it the mother of the child? What do you think of Deji Adeleke's press conference? Does this show he is a good man telling the truth? Davido's father said he has 14 grandchildren. Adding Anu as his grandchild wouldn't have been a problem if she were truly an Adeleke by DNA. Do you believe him? Finally, do you still think another Adeleke might be the father of the child, or does this press conference clear all doubts?
Let's head to the comment section to share our opinion. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share with your loved ones. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you can be notified when we drop a new video. Thanks for watching. It's Tikud here, and I'll see you again soon.